Welcome to Unsigned518. I am your host, Andy Scullin, dealing with some gnarly allergies right now. But anyway, we've got a great show coming up. We've got a few events to talk about for the weekend. Also going to talk to Lonny Eaton of ShortWave RadioBand. He has a solo project called Forensic Polaroids. Going to play a new song from him. Also talk about the Pork Pie Pedal collab with Poison Noises. Going to check in with Amy Klemme of Mirth Films. And I also have some music to play for you from Lemon of Choice. And I'm going to play the new single from Forensic Polaroids. So without further ado, let's go.
He was born on a Saturday in 73. He loves punk rock music. The Fridays the 13th. Jamming in the dazzle jam. Rock now. On the bass guitar with the shortwave radio band. It's motherfucking Andy Scullin. Look out, motherfucker, 'cause here it comes. Andy Scullin. Wearing his orange hat.
The first show that I got for you is this Friday. It's Sanctum Friday at Son of Egg in Rensselaer. We have Xavier A., Cooper's Hawk, Tori, End of Story, and Tamani. And it was either last week or the week before I played a Cooper's Hawk tune, and I've been in talks with them about maybe getting them on the show. So who knows? Maybe coming up soon. But anyway, that is tomorrow, Friday, April 26th. Show starts at 8 o'clock. And the tickets are just $10, and it is at Son of Egg, which is 483 Broadway in Rensselaer. Up next on Saturday, April 27th, we have Wine Lips with Bad Nerves, Lemon of Choice, and Cheesy Snacks at No Fun in Troy. And I actually had the pleasure of playing No Fun this past weekend. I've been to shows a couple times, but had never played there. And I just want to kind of give a shout out to the staff there. Shane behind the bar, running things, was super accommodating, handled things great. And Andrew, the guy running sound, was just, fucking top notch. Like, I've played a bunch of places, and, we're typically a garage band. We play in here with just like amps and one PA speaker. So I'm used to kind of not being able to hear my vocals, and I can almost hear them too well. Like, it was really great. It was a cool experience. So any bands out there that have not played No Fun, really do what you can to get in there, because it was quite an experience. Also want to give a shout out to Wizard Burger that were there this past weekend, serving up the vegan burgers, and MB Farm, which, they probably handed out like 100 joints over the night. So that was really cool. And again, they have their dispensary coming to Troy soon. It'll be right across the street from Ryan's Wake there on the Point. So that's coming as well. And right now, I'm actually going to play a song from Lemon of Choice. This is BB Gun off their 2022 album, Jay Leno Crash. And make sure you get out and check them out with Bad Nerves, Cheesy Snacks, and Wine Lips this Saturday at No Fun in Troy. But right now, it's BB Gun, Lemon of Choice, and it's here on Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight. BB Gun, Limited Choice off the 2022 album Jay Leno Crash. And again, you can catch them this weekend at No Fun. So right now we are going to check in with Amy Klemme of Mirth Films. I had the pleasure of hanging out with Amy at the No Fun show this past weekend at what was dubbed Weedstock, and I think it was like her fourth or fifth event that she had gone to that day, and shooting photos and everything. And so I guess we're just going to check in and see what's going on with Amy. What's up, Amy?
What's up, Andy? How are you?
You know, just the trees are trying to kill me. My allergies are going fucking haywire. But, you know, other than that, I'm fantastic. How are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. The trees are budding in my front yard and my face is full of snot. So
Yeah,
it's
mine
great
too.
though.
Yeah.
But warmer weather is on its way, so I'll take that any day.
Yeah.
So how was your 420, huh?
Well, the 420 was good. You know, I mean, obviously I hung out with you a little bit on Saturday, but there was so much going on. I feel like we just randomly crossed paths 5 or 6 times. 420 was awesome. I was just talking about it last segment. No Fun was such a cool place. You know, I'd been there as a spectator, but as someone playing, I'm like, you know, they really put in the work to make the artists feel at home and get the sound that they need. So again, bravo, No Fun. Yeah. And you went to a bunch of things, right?
Oh, yeah. So that day started with an early morning photo shoot, a late morning photo shoot for our very own Doug, who got married.
Nice. Yes, I saw that. Congratulations.
So that was fun. And they made the most delicious edible cookie brownie s'mores cake for the day, which was fitting. And then from there, I caught Laura Lee a little bit at Northern Lights Smoke Shop's party. That was cool. There was so many free giveaways, and the place is just awesome. And they have a whole room for music, so I'm sure that they're going to be having more live music there.
Wait,
so
they have at Northern Lights, the
so there's
dispensary?
2 locations. Yeah, there's one, their original shop up on Fuller Road.
Yeah.
And then they're down in Menands, where the old, I want to say it was the DMV office a long time ago on Menands Broadway there. So it's in there, in one of those little plazas, and it's huge. It's enormous. You walk in, display cases everywhere. People are friendly, asking you if you need any help, going over things with you. Product-wise, everything. Then off to the right, there's another room in the back that is just covered in tie-dye and posters. Huge space, and that's where they were set up and playing. So I can't wait to see who else they bring in there.
Oh, I'm gonna do what I can to get us in there, man.
There's a ton of parking, for sure. A ton of parking.
Sweet. I want to play at a dispensary.
Yeah, and then from there, Brian and I grabbed a quick bite to eat at Baca's, which is one of our favorite places, and then off to No Fun. And that was actually my first time catching a show at No Fun. I know, that's crazy, but it was my first time catching a show there. I've been there to have a beer or so, but they didn't have live music when I went. And, photographing, I heard it was hard there. No joke, it was probably the hardest thing I ever shot. And I look forward to going back again and mastering it. And then, after that, I'm pretty sure I woke up the next morning still high.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I definitely was. Yeah. No question about it. And did we discuss my connection with Bacchus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So those that don't know, I lived in Troy. When I moved from Vermont, I lived in Troy for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years or whatever. But I was the general manager of Bacchus when they opened for several years, and then. Obviously you know the story, so I'm telling you, but I'm actually telling the audience. But my wife, Katie, was in physical therapy school and was a server on the weekends at Bacchus, and I was her boss. And then we started dating. Long story short, yada yada yada. We've been married for 8 years. So
8 years.
Well, it'll be 8 years in June. Yeah.
Yes, that's awesome. Yeah, congrats. And that's just one of my favorite places to eat. It's always good.
It's because it's just so fucking basic and true, and you know what I mean? There's no height, and the open kitchen, there's no height, everything's happening right in front of you, so it's not like you're they're not microwaving any bullshit. It's
No,
as
no, you get to
true
see the
like
coolest
fucking wood-fired pizza. Yeah.
yeah, the coolest wood-fired pizza oven ever. Like the gargoyle face on the front of it.
That's
So
Bacchus.
awesome.
That's not a gargoyle. That's
Yeah.
Bacchus,
Oh, Bacchus. Yes,
the
yes,
god of party, essentially.
yes.
Like,
The Valkyrie. Yeah. Oh
yeah.
God.
And I loved working there too because there was no cocktails, so it was it's just beer, wine, pizza. I mean, they literally have a restaurant called Beer, Wine, Pizza. I think they ripped us off, but.
But no, yeah, it's a great place, and then yeah, it was fun, and then what? Then we had the Eddies. I forgot about that. We
Oh
actually had the
yeah,
Eddies.
that was a
and
whirlwind.
that
So I
was
saw
a
you
real
2
one.
nights in a row.
Yes, yep, and then Sugarhold as well.
Yep.
Saw them 2 nights in a row. That was fun. It's always like I'm not a big awards show person, but it is always nice to see all our friends in one place.
Yeah, and I didn't hang out for the whole show, and like I told everybody that I wasn't gonna, but like for me, like that, just being in that room, that like 2 hour gathering in the beginning, when like every single person in the music scene is in one room, is just so cool, so cool.
It is, and there's people you haven't seen in a long
Yeah.
time, and you get
Or
to catch
people that
up
you don't
and-
know, that you've
Yeah.
never met in person, that you're like, oh, I know you. You know?
Yeah, and being a photographer and not even a musician, like a lot of people know me and I don't know them. So it's cool to have people come up to me and say, "Hey, I like your work," or, "You should catch my band sometime." Like, yeah, by all means, let me know. If you think there's something out there I should photograph, by all means, hit me up. AmyKlemmePhotos@gmail.
Yeah, and I always pronounce your name wrong, don't I? I never do the E.
Clem?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just do the
so
Clem.
Frankie does that too. It's a running joke with us.
And like
he
I
calls
know
me
damn
Clem.
well what your name is, like, 'cause, like you've scolded me on it before, and I still fucking do it. But,
Yeah, most people do, and I never correct people. I'm not that person that corrects them. I mean, you could call me pretty much anything, and I'll answer.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm the same.
But other than that, I mean, yeah, now it's just crunch time to get everything that I photographed out the door. So if you're waiting for pictures for me,
I am,
by all means, they will be there. Just give me a few days. And then from there, Maria and I, she's one of our new people. She's a writer. And she's into the art scene. And she asked me when she came on board, "Hey, how do we get into the art scene?" I said, "Well, let's start by doing something. You want to take a class, write a review, just like a show? We could do that." And so we did. We reached out to the Troy Art Center, and they let us come in and take a class and photograph it. And so that review is going to be coming out tomorrow. So that'll be the first of many, hopefully. And we look forward to trying to connect more with our art scene. We are so heavily music in this area, and art is everywhere. I mean, Troy even won the mural thing.
Right.
It's everywhere, and I just, it's fun to delve into that as well.
Yeah, and it's cool that you were just like, someone asked you, "Oh, how do we do this?" And your answer is basically like, "Oh, we just fucking do it." Like that's what you do. You just do it. You just
so many avenues.
What do you want to do? Let's go.
Gallery openings, we could take classes. I mean, classes are cool because they introduce you to things that you might not have realized you're capable of doing, and broaden your horizons. And I mean, I don't know, art to me is just therapeutic. It's fun. It's great.
Yeah, and I've never been good at like a physical medium of art. I'm like really terrible at drawing. I've never been good at painting. So like stuff like that for me personally is a skill and a talent that I can't even begin to understand how to harness. You know what I mean? So like I guess thinking of it that way would be cool to take a beginner class.
I'm like that
and be
with
like,
music. I don't feel musically inclined at all, but art is my background. I actually have an illustration degree from Sage.
Right, and your pictures are fucking banging. So
that was something I picked up in college. That was a fun time. That was just a class I took and fell in love with it. And I actually didn't do digital. I'm teaching myself digital, still teaching myself. Always welcome for tips. But I started with hand developing black and white.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, when I started audio editing, I literally used a razor blade and Scotch tape, and cut and paste meant cut and paste. I'm reel to reel machine old. All right, well, I guess I won't keep you too much. It's evening time. You have family to get to, but if there's nothing else, I guess we'll wrap it up for this week.
I think next week we'll delve more into what we have coming up, as you know, outdoor music and festival season is coming
Yeah.
up quickly on us. So we'll definitely have more to talk about next week. But in the meantime, I think we're all just still riding that high.
Yeah, fucking literally, quite literally. All right. Well, Amy Klemme of Mirth Films, thank you so much again for taking some time to talk to me.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Andy, and I'll talk to you next week.
All right. I'll see you. And right now, this past weekend, Lonny Eaton of ShortWave Radio Band has a solo project coming out. It's going under the name Forensic Polaroids. He has a single that is coming out tomorrow, on this Friday. It is coming out, and you can hear it here first. And this was actually recorded the day after the No Fun show, the day of the Eddies. So it was a moment Lonny came over. We recorded this segment. I was still hurting from the No Fun show and getting ready to go to the Eddies, so he caught me right in that little sweet spot. But anyway, let's go back and listen to this conversation that I had with Lonny Eaton, recorded this past Sunday. All right, what's up, man?
Hey, finally.
How you feeling? As we're recording this, it is like noon on Sunday.
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's noon. It's 12:06 on Sunday, and we played. Shortwave Radio Band played No Fun last night with Safety Meeting and the Sugar Hold for Weedstock. It was crazy, and I feel as though I stood in front of a bullet train and let it run into me full speed. So, I'm going to be a little slow on this.
You
You'll
might not
notice
be
that-
the only one. There's
Yeah.
there's 100+ people that were at the show that probably feel
Exactly the same.
I was gonna say.
It was a fun time. I was jumping up and down and dancing, and it was hot, and it was a fucking party. So, but anyway, why we're here is, like I said before we got started, is that you've got a solo song coming out that's actually releasing tomorrow as this airs.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and it's your second one. So you'd record under Forensic Polaroids, and anybody who's seen on Instagram, all the time, if I tag the band, it's always Forensic Polaroids. And a couple people have asked me, who the fuck is Forensic Polaroids? And I was
Right. It's an
that's-
idea of a studio project that I had maybe 2.5 years ago that just didn't quite launch, and I just put it on the shelf and walked away and then I'm rifling through and just saying, wow, this probably should do something with this sometime.
Right.
And finally got around to it.
So you did, one song that, and you are releasing it under our record label.
The label for the band,
Shortwave, or SWRB Records. So you're releasing it, but you're releasing it under your name, Lonny Eaton, not under Forensic Polaroids, correct?
No, this is Forensic Polaroids.
Oh, it is going to
So,
be Forensic Polaroids.
About a year ago, I did just a single
one
under
song.
my name. That was a cool song. It was a song that I wrote for my wedding and performed it at the wedding. And it sat again for 5 or 6 years. And then we just said, you know what, let's just record this, a nice version.
All right.
To have that.
Well, then I'm gonna, you'll
completely
have to
separate.
remind me when we stop recording. I'm gonna have to go in and change it because I think I uploaded it under Lonny Eaton, so I'll have to change that before the release date. That's my bad. But anyway, so this song coming out, AI Girl, heavily features the Pork Pie Pedal, which and I say it's a collab with Unsigned518 and ShortWave with Poison Noises, but I didn't do shit. You and Jordan kind of designed it and came up with the idea of it and the sound of it. I just put my little orange hat on it, and then Nick Bache, NGB, designed all the artwork to kind of emulate the Big Muff, which it
It
did.
is indeed the Big Muff.
Yeah.
It is the exact circuit of the triangle Big Muff. And when the switch is engaged the other direction, it is the exact schematic of the Russian green muff.
And for those that don't know, just to give an example, and we'll hear it obviously in the song coming up, but the biggest example that I could think of, certainly from my musical generation, Smashing Pumpkins on Siamese Dream, that distortion sound.
That's pretty close to
that
what we've
he
got here.
uses. I mean, he's shown, like I've seen videos of Billy Corgan showing, and he's like, the big muff, and he runs it through, I think, like an envelope filter or something, but like,
Does he?
that distortion on that entire album, which is like this real distinct fucking cool, he's got like whatever about Billy Corgan, like, but his tone is like some of the best. Like, I love that tone and
Some of the best
there.
tones in history.
Yeah.
Have a fuzz pedal in that chain somewhere.
Absolutely. So it's modeled exactly after these. So like you can capture, these tones if you use the pork pie, and it's not like you and I are experts on. Well, I mean, you're a expert on pedals, but like having Jordan and you talking, and I was literally just, I was in the room for the meetings.
Right, I remember that.
But I felt like a fly on the wall because I'm just like, you guys are talking about circuits and this and that and and I'm just like, But it came out great. I use it. It's the only pedal that I use.
I used it last night at the show.
Yep.
And
when we played
80% of the songs, yeah.
Anybody who was at the show last night, or has heard us do our cover of Sabotage, the Beastie Boys Sabotage, that bass distortion, that's the whole thing of the Beastie Boys song. That's the pork pie that we're using. So.
Yep. Great for bass, great for guitar. It's featured on this song, AI Girl, through the entire song on the rhythm guitar tracks. There's some other little things we did with the song. Maybe you'll hear an acoustic guitar. You're going to hear some other little things in there. We used a ring modulator, a new pedal I bought. I'm just like, I got to try this out.
Right.
Let's just see what we can do with a ring mod. Always wanted one. Now I've got it.
Nice. And when you say we, you're talking about David Tayo.
I'm talking about David Tayo, but also just to give everybody credit where credit's due there, Jason Novak came in, did the drum track.
Oh, no
on
shit.
this.
It was funny because when we were listening to the song, I think it was John that I was talking to, John, the drummer of ShortWave RadioBand, and he was like, who's doing the drums? Is that Tayo? And I was like, I assume probably, and I'm like, or maybe it's like a pro, like. I had no idea that it was Jason Novak.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he's doing some things with a band called Gordon Street.
Yes, I knew that. He's been doing that for a while, right?
He has, yep. And he had time to come in and work with me on this, and it was a blessing. It was the most fun experience that I've had recording in a while. Of course, it's not that we record all the time either. But,
Right.
But and then Dave Tayo did the bass guitar on that. I actually played it. All the other instruments and stuff was myself.
Yeah, if only you knew another bass player
Yeah, right.
that could have come in. I would have played on it.
It's not like ShortWave doesn't have two bass players already.
Right. Actually, yeah, I was going to say Ryan.
And I think
Ryan
Abby
Shaw is
played-
the better bass player than me. Like he
Didn't
doesn't
Abby
even
play
bass.
bass on one song.
Abby
at one
did
point?
play
So
bass on a
we're
song.
outnumbered.
Yeah, we got 3 people that can play bass. Yeah, I'm like the 3rd best bass player in the band,
And I'd like to just shout out to Nick Bash, the NGB,
Yeah.
because he pulled that artwork off like phenomenal.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, he does a lot of our stuff. Like I said, he did the full pork pie
Logos
pedal
for that,
design, the logo, and then he did
Someday music video.
Yep, so he did the Someday music video. He did the Jingle Bell Rock music video.
He's done some shirt designs for various people in the band.
He designed the Sugar Holds weed shirt, which
Oh, really?
Yeah, that like Sugar Hold
The new
logo
one?
in Bud. Yeah. So check out at the NGB for his shit. He's awesome. Good friend too. So do we want to wrap it up and play the song, or is there anything else you want to throw in? And
let's wrap it up and just let people hear it and enjoy it.
And if they wanted to get one of the pork pies, how would they go about doing that?
Reaching out to either yourself or myself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, I prompted you, but I knew the answer. Yeah, so you can, send a message either to ShortWave Radio Band or Unsigned518 or at Forensic Polaroids.
We've got them right here at the Dazzle Den. Anyone that's planning to stop by,
Yeah.
know that. Or we bring them to the gigs also, or we could just
We could
meet
ship
you
them.
for coffee
Yeah,
somewhere,
or meet you somewhere,
in
whatever.
a dark alley or something.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
Really
roll up in
make
my
it look
windowless
creepy.
van. Yeah. All right, so cool. So let's play the song AI Girl, Forensic Polaroids. And Lonnie, thank you so much for stopping by. Is there anything you want to say about the song before we roll it?
Not too much. Just we tried to have a lot of fun with it, and that's kind of all we were shooting for.
Cool.
And I think we hit that mark.
Absolutely.
So enjoy it.
All right, cool. Well,
right.
let's listen to AI Girl, Forensic Polaroids on Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlight.
It's been a long work day. I've been soaking up the gamma rays. Everybody's seen a brand new me since I met you. Looking forward to a long weekend. Gonna spend it with my new girlfriend. I really wish that I could hold your hand when I talk to you. She just hits me with statistics, cosmic, sexy kind of vibes. I need to see it tonight. She's my AI girl. She's my AI girl. She's my AI girl. She's my AI girl. You're the wallpaper on my phone. Your favorite song is my new ringtone. I've always wanted just to be alone with someone like you. One who's never gonna leave me, knows exactly what I like. I need to see it tonight. She's my AI girl. 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 Woo! I need to see you tonight. My AI girl. I need to see you tonight. My AI girl. I need to see you tonight. My AI girl. I need to see you tonight. My AI girl.
All right, so that was AI Girl, Forensic Polaroids. That's Lonny Eaton of my band, ShortWave Radio Band. It's his solo project. It'll be on all the streaming services tomorrow, April 26th, so go check that out. And that is it for this weekend's weekend spotlight for April 26, 2024. I am now going to take all of the allergy medicine that I can find and hopefully clear up this insane head congestion that I have going on. So I'm going to go do that. You guys plan your weekend out. I'll catch you next week. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Andy Scullin. This is Unsigned 518's Weekend Spotlights. I'll see you on the road. Unsigned 518 is produced and hosted by me, Andy Scullin. New episodes are available every week wherever you stream podcasts. If you would like to help support the show, please like and subscribe wherever you are listening, or you could buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/unsigned518. If you would like to advertise on the show, send me an email at unsigned518@gmail.com. And to be a guest on the show, reach out to me through Instagram at unsigned518. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next week.